All right, so for today, we are playing the Four Color Legends deck that our Discord channel voted on for me to play for our Metagame Monday series. So, taking a look at Four Color Legends, this deck has a total of 29 lands in it. That includes 4 Otawara, 4 Takenuma, 2 Sokenzan, 1 Boseiju, 1 Basic Forest, 2 Darkslick Shore, 2 Deathcap Glade, 2 Copperline Gorge, 1 Dreamroot Cascade, 1 Yavimaya Coast, 1 Xander's Lounge, 4 Ziatora's Proving Ground, and 4 Plaza of Heroes. As far as non-land cards, we have 1 Ashnod Flesh Mechanist, 2 Cut Down, 4 Rona Herald of Invasion, 3 Go for the Throat, 4 Inti, 1 Ludovec, 1 Goose Mother, 2 Titania, 3 Glissa Sunslayer, 4 Slogurk the Overslime, 4 Relic of Legends, and 2 Urtai Resurrected. Sideboard consists of double Cut Down, triple Duress, 1 Cruelty of Gix, 2 Kura the Boundless, 1 Titania Voice of Gaia, 2 Jace the Perfected Mind, 2 Gix's Command, 1 Breach the Multiverse, and 1 Boseiju Who Endures. Now, while I'm playing this deck today, we are actually, right now, recording, but live on Twitch, because I do stream on Twitch 4 to 5 days a week, typically at nighttime, and chat, again, voted for me to play this deck this week. So, for our Twitch community that is here, we are going to start the prediction for this match for y'all, so please feel free to get in on this prediction. That is, do you think I'm going to win the next match? So we're going to have a match of gameplay here. So again, this is a 4-color Legends deck that chat had voted on for me to play this week. This is a series called Metagame Monday that I do every Monday over on Twitch. Those links are below. So please feel free to click that, give us a follow on Twitch, and of course, like the video and subscribe to the channel here. Okay? So let's go ahead and begin our queue. Twitch chat, you can continue to go ahead and make predictions on whether or not you think I'm going to win this next match. So let's get this in and see how we do. All right. We are playing in Mythic. I'm currently 95% in Mythic as of recording, so we're playing against an opponent who's on 93% Mythic currently. We are on the draw here with double Cut Down and a Relic of Legends, a Glissa, and an Inti. I'm going to keep this hand. We have 27 lands more in the deck. So the likelihood of me drawing another one is pretty high. And there we go. We got the Ziatora's Proving Ground. So this is going to let me to actually play Inti on turn 2 into Glissa turn 3, which is pretty nice. Opponent went Rafine's Tower into Yavimaya Coast, discarding for Herd Migration, so that means they are on some version of Domain that's playing Yavimaya Coast. Inti down. Okay, so let's play our other Darkslick and our Glissa. Domain has tons of removal. Infinite Leyline Bindings. And we've got Otawaras. Okay. So let's do Takenuma into Relic of Legends. And this lets me keep up mana for Go for the Throat or Cut Down. Most of these aren't very effective against Domain, except for the bigger end of the deck if they are playing... Oh. They are Invasion of Alara in me. I've not seen this version of Domain in quite some time. So that casts Fetch Quest. That lets them put into play 1 with the Multiverse. Into 1 with the Multiverse. Into nothing. Very interesting choice, opponent. So let's play this Plaza. I suppose that I have to wait until end step to, like, bounce Leyline Binding, but then they could just replay it. Yeah. Virtue of Persistence is played for free. Virtue of Persistence is played for free. So they're going to get to reanimate 2 creatures a turn. Uh-oh. We're in trouble, y'all. Bramble Familiar is the creature side. That's fine. We could deal with that with a cut down. The otherwise is dead. So they've tapped out. So let's Otawara the Leyline Binding back. So we get our Glissa. This lets me go to combat. We can connect with Glissa for now. I suppose that I want to blow up one of these with the multiverses. And then we'll pass. I've got Plaza to protect from the Leyline Binding. But they're going to get to reanimate my Inti. Oh, this is unfortunate. They had a second Leyline Binding. So I could Plaza here, and then they could just cast the other Leyline Binding, though. So no benefit of using my Plaza. Leyline Binding having Flash is the actual menace here. Alright, Invasion hits. That hit Bramble Familiar? Yeah, it did. So they get to fetch quest. Fetch quest hit Atraxa. Surprise. So Atraxa gets a bunch of things here. They have their pick of Leyline Bindings, Atraxas, and Herd Migrations. They have 18 cards left in their deck, by the way. So we're definitely bringing in like the Jace Breach the Multiverse package against this deck. Try to attack it like its normal domain. Leyline Binding, targeting Relic. So we're just going to tap this for a black. Cut down the Inti. Yeah, so let's do this now. But they will get to reanimate the Atraxa with the Virtue. Here's Relic. Okay. So Virtue reanimates my Inti and their Atraxa. Oh, their Whale. Okay. So it's just a 6/6 Ward 2. Second Whale. Then cast Atraxa. Very nice. Atraxa reveals a whole lot of lands. They take nothing, of course. Alright, so if I channel this in, I can block 2. One of them's likely to have Trample. Virtue reanimates Bramble Familiar and Bramble Familiar. So you get to cast a spell for free. What is their target? It's got to be a whale. No target. Okay. Channel. This lets me block the whales and take 9. Do we play Sunfalls? Absolutely not. We do not. So the exile off Inti. Same play this next turn, but we take 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Next game. We got Invasion of Alariad, y'all. Alright, so we want the Jaces, the Duresses, the Cruelty, the Breach, the Boseiju. Board out the Cut Downs. Board out like a Relic, the Ludovic, an Inti. Titania does a whole lot of nothing. Let's get rid of Arona and I go for the Throat. And let's see how this works. Our deck does not have Etali. It plays a Breach in the sideboard against mostly the Domain matchup. This is keepable. We have turn 1 Duress. We can set up for our eventual Urtai. Taking the invasion, obviously. It leaves them with Herd Migration and the Lock Whale. Oh, Poggers. Take away the Wrath spell that's good against me. Okay. Sokenzan lets me play Relic. I need that for the green source for the Slogurk. Okay. So we got rid of Depopulate Invasion. The Herd Migration for the land. Alright. So Slogurk it is. Play Otawara to play our land. And then we'll pass. Okay. So if I attack, they can do the whale ability. Now I can counter that and keep the Slogurk and get Urtai on the battlefield, which isn't terrible. Or I could just put it on the bottom and play the other Slogurk. But I think that this is a better option just to get 2 creatures out. This also prevents us from going on an adventure. And then we'll play the Sokenzan to replace the one that's here, which pumps this. That's Takenuma. Let's Takenuma. That pumps my Slogurk. We found a Goose Mother. Triggers this twice. Let's swing. Remove 3 counters to return it to its hand. So if they go to wipe my board, I can do that. Ah, my friend Atraxa. So we need to find Otawara, which I don't currently have. Let's see what Atraxa gets them. Probably a whole lot. Bramble Familiar, Land, Herd Migration, Leyline Binding. Yeah, we need Otawara to bounce that. It's actually lethal, if we can. We can Goose Mother for X equals 3. That's a Jace, but Jace doesn't stop the Atraxa. Milling them and drawing doesn't help. I could Jace and mill myself for all the lands and attack. I don't know if that's a good option, but I can do it. Do we? Mill 15? Imagine if I can mill 10 lands, this becomes a 17-17. They block with Atraxa, this dies, they gain 7, take 10. I don't know that this is a good option, but we're going to do it. There's no way we hit 15 lands. We hit a whole lot. Alright, we got it to a 16-16. They blocked. So they're at 5. Slogurk dies. I get 3 lands. Otawara, Plaza, and Takenuma. Yeah. So we'll play the Plaza. Play Goose Mother, X equals 0. I don't know how effective that was. But they do have Herd Migration and Leyline Binding. Plus we have Otawara and another Slogurk. They Herd Migration. Very interesting. We're at 20. Slogurk. And then we can... attack here for 2. This puts him at 3. I have 3 legends out. So I can Takenuma and Otawara. I actually can do all 3 of these things. Okay. So Traxa gets them... Oh man, that's a one with a multiverse. They found a Wrath spell and they found more Leyline Binding. And they have a white mana up here to Leyline Binding. So let's see if they attack me with the beasts. Because if they do, I think I can kill them with Slogurk here. By the time I use each of these lands' abilities. They might even need to Leyline Binding the Slogurk. But we have Otawara for this. Bounce this. Trigger. Any binding? It's Takenuma. Trigger. I have Otawara in hand. I have 25 cards left in the deck. If I get Jace here, I can go to Jace and mill myself again, and they Leyline Binding the Slogurk, I can bounce the Leyline Binding in response so Slogurk never leaves, and I think I have lethal. I don't know that it's a good plan, but we're sure as hell gonna try it. Yeah. So that triggers target Slogurk. Bounce this immediately. This goes to a 7/7. Slogurk don't go nowhere. So they're out of cards. I mean, they're out of lands. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, they have 36. I can only mill 30. Alright, we'll go for the original plan. We're milling me now. It's a lot of triggers on the Slogurk. Cool, it's a 16/16. It successfully survives. Yes! Next game. Oh my. Imagine milling yourself with Jace to pump the Slogurk in the 29 land deck. That was a sweet game too. Game 3, here we go. A win is a win. A win is a win. We take that. Alright, 3 lands. I have no green, but I have Rona, and I'm 1 land less to Urtai. Keep. Oh, never mind. Oh. Hey, yo. Thank you, Big D the Villain, for your resub at tier 1 for 19 months. That is absolutely huge. What up, what up? Don't mind me. Just Gherkin. Yeah, no. We're just slow Gherkin. Waiting to be wrathed. Okay, so here is Sokenzan, so I get the red out here. Let's draw a discard. We'll ditch this. Cast Glissa. They have no white mana up either. Well, for now anyway. No attacks. They have the plains in hand. They're going to go get a white source, maybe off the herd migration. I can't believe that last game, yo, that we Jace milled myself twice for double big Gurks. Imagine double big Gherkin, you know? They were both very large. Okay, draw a card. I'm gonna ditch this Rona. Oh my goodness. Let's draw here. Ditch one of these Ottawaras, of course. Go to combat. Let's swing with Glissa. They cast Hornlock Whale. Glissa can go on top. I would like to slow Gurk, please. Play this. And then we'll pass. Second white source. Sunfall. Alright, we draw. We're going to bin Takenuma. Slowgurk leaves the battlefield, so I get both those lands back. What's really nice about Slowgurk is it says when it leaves the battlefield. It does not say when it dies. So you get that trigger ability. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. Let's go for the Glissa. Plus the Ottawara they know about. Beautiful. So coast. We'll go to combat and attack. We got Urtai plus a bunch of lands. Bounce the token. I will draw a card and lose a life. Thank you. Oh, a Duress? Sign me up. The triple one with the multiverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lands, 7 lands. Oh my god. Hello? I attack. What in the world? Triple one with the multiverse in their hand. You think the hard cast won next turn? Take tree. Draw a card, lose a life. Oh, goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't Jace plus Urtai, so I think I gotta wait to, like... I'm countering this. Mm-hmm. What spell they got for free? Atraxa's fine here, though. Because they can't play another land. So I can bounce Atraxa to their hand and attack and kill one of these, one with the multiverse. They found Depopulate, Atraxa, Brushland. So attack for 6. This is gonna definitely blow that up. They have 40 cards in deck. So we can Jace on 4. Mill them. 15. Perfect. So they have 25 cards left in deck. I can Xander's Lounge tapped. And then after they go to wipe my board with the Depopulate, I can Takenuma the Jace back. Okay. Plus I draw a card there. So they can play Atraxa for free off one the multiverse. One with the multiverse. 1, 2, 3, 4 mana untapped. 5 mana untapped. So yeah, Atraxa's got to be the free spell. So I can Jace, mill them, play Goose Mother to like block. Or something like this. He is. It is in fact. Opponent is definitely a multiverse traveler, I agree. Oh, Herd Migration? For free? This puts them to 9 cards in deck. Goose Mother for 2. Which makes me a 4/4. And then I'm going to leave this Proving Ground in my hand to like cycle or something. We got to find Jace. I got to find Breach. I could also like find Slowgurk to get Takenuma to Jace to mill them. See if they take any cards off of Atraxa. The rest of their deck is Aww. I wasn't fast enough, but they took no cards. Block. Okay. That ain't it. Cycle. That's an NT. So I can Deathcap Glade. I have a couple options. So I can NT here, still have 4 mana up for Jace. This is the only option I have. So cast NT. Go to combat. Attack with Goose Mother. So discard Duress. This exiles a card. Goose Mother's 5/5. The hit a Slowgurk. Sack this. Takenuma. I'm so close. I can Takenuma for 2, but then not have mana. Oh. Man, so close. No, you can't. I don't have enough mana. I only have 4 untapped. Yeah. I can slow Gurk, do nothing. I can Takanuma, get Jace back, but it doesn't. I'm mana short. Yeah. It's unfortunate. We were so many turns away. Yeah, I played the Deathcap Glade to start. Yeah. Dang, that was a good match though. So close. So close. GG opponent. We did have a really